Victory attained by violence is tantamount to a defeat, for it's momentary. Good government is no substitute for self-government. There is no such thing as slow freedom. Freedom is like a birth. Till we are fully free, we are slaves. A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. Satan's successors are the greatest when he appears with the name of God on his lips. Nonviolence is the first article of my faith. It is also the last article of my creed. Always believe in your dreams, because if you don't, you still have hope. I object to violence because when it appears to do good, the good is only temporary, the evil it does is permanent. 7 social sins: politics without principles, wealth without work, pleasure without conscience, knowledge without character, commerce without morality, science without humanity, and worship without sacrifice. I do not believe myself to be a helpless creature. Only I want to use India's and my strength for better purpose. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. It is beyond my power to induce in you a belief in God. There are certain things which are self-proved and certain which are not proved at all. It is unwise to be too sure of one's own wisdom. It is healthy to be reminded that the strongest might weaken and the wisest might err. If you want to give a message again to the West, it must be a message of love. It must be a message of truth. Truth alone will endure. All the rest will be swept away before the tide of time. You must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. Tolerance gives us spiritual insight, which is as far from fanaticism as the North Pole is from the South. True knowledge of religion breaks down the barriers between faith and gives rise to tolerance. Cultivation of tolerance for other faiths will impart to us a truer understanding of our own. A good person will resist an evil system with his whole soul. Disobedience of the laws of an evil state is therefore a duty. For me, the different religions are beautiful flowers from the same garden, or they are branches of the same majestic tree. Hinduism is a relentless pursuit after truth, and if today it has become moribund, inactive, irresponsive to growth, it is because we are fatigued. As soon as the fatigue is over, Hinduism will burst forth upon the world with a brilliance perhaps never known before. A non-violent soldier of freedom will covet nothing for himself. He fights only for the freedom of his country. I simply want to tell the story of my experiments with truth, as my life consists of nothing but those experiments. I am not pleading for India to practice non-violence because it is weak. I want her to practice non-violence, being conscious of her strength and power. I would rather have India resort to arms in order to defend her honor than that she should, in a cowardly manner, become or remain a helpless witness to her own dishonor. But I believe that non-violence is infinitely superior to violence. Forgiveness is more manly than punishment. Forgiveness adorns a soldier. An eye for an eye only